The dark void of space, a seemingly endless expanse of stars and planets, had always fascinated humanity. But hidden in that void were secrets far more terrifying than anyone could have imagined. The planet Gharov, located at the farthest reaches of known space, had been silent for decades, forgotten by the rest of the galaxy. That is, until the Council of the Galactic Alliance received a distress signal, a single cryptic message that sent chills through the ranks. "They're coming." Captain Eira Doran stood on the bridge of her starship, the Argonaut, a sleek, battle-worn cruiser that had seen countless skirmishes against pirates, raiders, and rogue AI. But this mission was different. Gharov was no longer just a distant, barren world. It was now the center of the galaxy's greatest mystery. Eira was tall and slender, her sharp green eyes scanning the holographic star map that hovered in front of her. Her crew stood at their stations, tensely awaiting their captain's orders. "Any new intel from the Council?" she asked, her voice steady but firm. "Nothing more than what we already know, Captain," replied Lieutenant Kira Ashlan, the Argonaut's first officer. "All we have is the signal and reports of strange anomalies in the sector. No communication with Gharov for years." Eira frowned, the weight of uncertainty heavy on her shoulders. Gharov had once been a prosperous mining colony, its people skilled engineers who had pushed the boundaries of technology. But that was long ago. Now, no one knew what lay beneath the dust-covered surface of the abandoned planet. "Prepare the jump to Gharov," Eira commanded, her fingers brushing against the console as she initiated the warp sequence. The stars outside the ship elongated and twisted as the Argonaut tore through space, heading toward the forgotten world. Upon arrival, Gharov appeared as expected, a desolate, rocky planet. The remnants of once thriving cities lay in ruins, their skeletal remains casting long shadows over the barren surface. The Argonaut descended cautiously, its landing thrusters firing as it touched down near the largest of these ruins, a city that once housed tens of thousands. Eira and her team exited the ship, their boots crunching against the cracked soil. The air was thick with dust, and the silence was unnerving. "Keep your eyes open," Eira said, her voice crackling through the comms. "Something doesn't feel right." As they moved deeper into the city, the oppressive silence was broken only by the sound of their footsteps. But then, out of the corner of her eye, Eira saw something. Movement. "Lieutenant Ashland, did you see that?" Kira glanced in the direction Eira was pointing, her hand instinctively resting on the blaster at her hip. "I saw it too, Captain. It looked like—" Suddenly, a piercing shriek echoed through the ruins, followed by a flurry of rapid footsteps. The crew drew their weapons, forming a tight circle, scanning the shadows for any sign of danger. "Show yourself!" Eira demanded, her voice echoing through the empty streets. A figure emerged from the darkness, moving slowly, cautiously. It was humanoid, but there was something distinctly wrong about it. Its skin was pale, almost translucent, and its eyes glowed a faint yellow in the dim light. "I mean you no harm," the figure said in a rasping voice. "I am the last of my kind." The crew lowered their weapons slightly but remained on edge. "What happened here?" Eira asked, stepping forward. The figure's eyes seemed to flicker with sorrow. "They came from the stars. Creatures unlike anything we had ever seen. They infected us, twisted us into this." "Who are they?" Kira asked, her voice softening. "They are called the Xar'Thul. They invade silently, corrupting everything they touch. Their presence is insidious. By the time you realize they're here, it's already too late." The crew listened intently as the figure, who introduced himself as Darius, a former engineer of Gharov, recounted the horrors of the Xar'Thul invasion. They had come without warning, descending upon the planet like a plague. Unlike other invaders, the Xar'Thul did not destroy buildings or raze cities. They targeted the people, infecting them with an alien pathogen that altered their very DNA, turning them into twisted, mindless drones that served the Xar'Thul. Eira's stomach churned as Darius described the transformation, how it started with subtle changes, a heightened sensitivity to light, a deep sense of dread, and then the hallucinations. Visions of a distant galaxy where the Xar'Thul ruled as gods. "Captain," Kira said, her voice tight with fear, "what if they're still here?" Eira clenched her fists. "We need to get off this planet, now." But as they turned to leave, a low, rumbling sound filled the air, vibrating through the ground beneath their feet. The sky above them darkened, and a massive shadow passed over the ruins. "They're here," Darius whispered, his voice trembling. Back on the ship, Eira convened with her crew. Darius sat at the edge of the room, his eyes downcast, still shaken from the encounter. "We need to warn the Galactic Council," Kira said. "If the Xar'Thul are spreading, the entire galaxy is in danger." "They don't just invade worlds," Darius said quietly. "They collect them." Eira turned to him, her brow furrowed. "What do you mean?" "The Xar'Thul aren't conquerors in the traditional sense," Darius explained. "They don't want resources or territory. They're building something massive. Every planet they infect becomes part of a network, a living organism that spans galaxies. The infected are their eyes and ears, their hands and feet." Eira felt a chill run down her spine. "And what are they building?" Darius shook his head. "I don't know. But whatever it is, it's bigger than anything we can imagine." Eira's instincts kicked in immediately. "Everyone back to the ship! Move!" The crew sprinted toward the Argonaut, their hearts pounding in their chests. The ground shook violently, and the sky was now filled with dark, swirling clouds. Strange shapes darted in and out of the shadows, barely visible, but their presence was undeniable. As they neared the ship, a deafening screech tore through the air. A massive creature, larger than anything they had ever seen, descended from the sky. Its body was an amalgamation of metal and flesh, its many limbs twitching erratically as it moved with terrifying speed. Its eyes glowed the same sickly yellow as the infected. "Open fire!" Eira shouted, her blaster drawn. The crew fired their weapons, but the creature barely flinched. It let out another shriek, and several smaller creatures appeared, swarming toward them with deadly intent. Kira shot down one of the smaller creatures, but it quickly became clear that they were outnumbered. "We can't hold them off forever!" Kira yelled over the chaos. "Get to the ship! We'll hold them off from the air!" Eira ordered. The crew raced up the ramp of the Argonaut, and the ship's engines roared to life. Eira fired a few more shots at the advancing creatures before retreating into the ship. "Punch it!" she shouted to the pilot. The Argonaut lifted off the ground, its thrusters burning bright as it shot into the sky. But as they ascended, the massive creature followed, its enormous wings carrying it toward the ship with terrifying speed. "Deploy the pulse cannons!" Eira ordered. The ship's weapons systems engaged, and a barrage of energy blasts shot toward the creature. The first few shots missed, but then a direct hit struck the creature's torso, sending it plummeting back to the ground in a cloud of smoke and debris. Eira breathed a sigh of relief, but she knew this was only the beginning. The crew sat in stunned silence, the weight of Darius's words sinking in. Eira stood, her hands clenched into fists. "We can't let them succeed," she said, her voice steady but resolute. "We need to find out where they're building this network and stop them before it's too late." "But how?" Kira asked. "We barely made it off Gharov alive." Eira looked out the window at the stars beyond. "We find their home world, and we bring the fight to them."